Hi, and welcome to your regular Friday Helium All Vendors update. In today's update, we'll be looking at all vendors across the board and see what's going on with them. So stay tuned and we'll get straight into it. Hey everyone, Crypto Layman here. Thank you very much for tuning in. To begin with, we will look at RAK. RAK are still shipping the Monkey batch for the US and Canadian frequencies, and they have now started shipping the NumBat batch for the EU orders. So that's where we stand in terms of RAK. Hopefully, as of next week, they will start shipping the US and Canadian orders for the NumBat batch as well. So stay tuned and I will update you as soon as we know more. For our next vendor, we'll look at Kerlink, and Kerlink unfortunately haven't posted an update. They were meant to start shipping by the end of July. Unfortunately, there hasn't been any further development, so I'm still monitoring it. As soon as I know more, I will let you know. The next vendor we'll look at is Nebra, and Nebra have recently updated their blog with some new information. The outdoor units are already shipping for batch 1. Batch 2 is apparently shipping already. We don't know where the shipments exactly are because they're not actually talking much. Batch number 3 is in progress for the indoor miners and outdoor miners as well. And batch 4 has been updated and they're saying that shipping starts right at the beginning of August. So again, we don't know when exactly, and outdoor units for batch number 4 will also allegedly start shipping in August. Nebra have been very vague when it comes to releasing these details. I suppose they don't know themselves what they're doing, so unfortunately there's not much they can tell us with a lot of certainty. Again, when it comes to Nebra, I always advise that you take the information coming from them with a bag of salt rather than a pinch. We are at their mercy, and we will have to wait and see how things go. Now look at the most important batch 14 from Bobcat. Batch 14 has been announced, and the cutoff for the US and Canadian frequencies is going to be order number 164,543, and this will include orders placed between the 25th of April to the 30th of April prior to 7:57 PDT, that's Pacific Daytime. The EU cutoff is going to be 161,878, and that will include orders placed between the 27th of April to the 29th of April up until 1736 hours. Tracking may take a bit longer to arrive due to a large volume in this batch. Normally, the tracking takes approximately 7 to 10 days to arrive. In this case, it may be closer to 10 days, give or take a day. I'm just letting you know to manage your expectations, really. I'll be perfectly honest, I was expecting a much smaller batch than they have announced, so that is a pleasant surprise. The next vendor we'll look at is SenseCAP. As you probably know, they opened their sale for the European units on the 27th of July. 2 days later, yesterday, they opened their sale for the US frequency units, and they have all been sold out, as far as I know, from SenseCAP directly. Parley Labs have told us today that they are anticipating a major update tomorrow. You can also enter and win a raffle for their YouTube subscribers, and Discord channel which is on the SenseCAP server also have an opportunity to win a device. Next vendor is LongAP, and again LongAP have not updated anything at all. They have not made any announcements, so there is unfortunately nothing to report on LongAP. As I said, I'm monitoring it, and as and when things develop, I will let you know. But at this moment in time, unfortunately, there is nothing to be reported. The next vendor is Syncrobit, and Syncrobit also covers by default SP North America. Unfortunately, again, no update since the last update on the 27th, which I covered in my previous video. Because Syncrobit are the manufacturers or the main sellers of Syncrobit devices, and SP North America happen to be a reseller for Syncrobit devices, all SP North America do is take a Syncrobit device and rebrand it as a SP North America device. So when Syncrobit are struggling to ship units out to customers, that automatically by default also implies that these units haven't yet reached SP North America either. I would advise that you add 1 additional week for SP North America customers in addition to what Syncrobit are announcing, because from what I imagine is that these units are shipped from these warehouses to SP North America's warehouse or their offices, and there these units are rebranded, repackaged, and then sent out to the Syncrobit North America customers. and this process can take up to a week. That's my thinking. I may be wrong. If I am wrong, please feel free to correct me. So that's it in terms of Syncrobit and SP North America. Now we'll look at the newly approved Linxdot. The waiting list is still open for Linxdot, so you can join the waiting list and they will send emails out to people who are on the waiting list. I think they've said next week, but we will wait and see what announcement they make. From what I gathered from their last blog post, and I covered that in my previous video as well, it would appear that they're still ordering components, and it's likely to be a case of putting pre-orders in rather than buying items from stock. They are due to make an announcement and send emails out next week. They're still working on everything behind the scenes. So I am excited to see what they come up with next week. Right, the next vendor is the Pisces Miner. As I told you in my Wednesday update, Pisces Miner had received the approval from the Helium Oversight Committee. However, that approval was only made for their outdoor devices. The indoor units have not been approved yet. Pisces announced that they are going to begin taking pre-orders very soon. So once again, these items will not be sold from stock, but the outdoor miners from Pisces will be pre-orders only. Let's look at the website and see if it's gone live. No, the website still appears to be offline and under construction. No change there. So we'll have to wait and see what Pisces come up with and wait for their announcements. And finally, we look at CoTX or CoTX. That is another new provider that's been approved by the Helium Oversight Committee. They are repurposing an existing device that they already have to be compatible with the Helium network, and that is going to be their X3 series device. So there we are. We don't know much about it just yet. They haven't made any announcements. Again, we will have to wait and see what plan they come up with to sell these items, and whether or not they will sell these items from existing stock or whether they will start taking pre-orders like many others are doing. So that is it in terms of your update. Hopefully I've covered every single existing and approved hotspot vendor. If I've missed someone, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to look it up for you. Before I go, final reminder, make sure that you join our free Helium giveaway. I'm giving away 5 Helium tokens on Discord. So make sure you come and join us on the Discord channel. Head first to the verifications tab and click on the green dot at the bottom to verify that you are indeed a real human being. And then head over to the giveaways channel on the Layman's Corner server and click on the bouquet of flowers below the post to enter the giveaway. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you support us by smashing that like button. It just lets the YouTube algorithm know that this video is useful and it recommends it to other people, and that is extremely helpful. Make sure you hit that bell icon to turn all notifications on, and look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon.